All right, guys, so check it out. I just want to go ahead and talk about this real quick at the start of this live chat. So I'm cordially inviting everyone to come hang out, socialize with me a little bit, and I'm going to cover pretty much mostly all stock market related stuff. But like I said, feel free to come in, talk about whatever's going on, whatever you want to talk about. And then, of course, I'll help each and everyone with stock market related questions. If you want me to research something, check something out for you, look at something, I'll be more than happy to do that. And then I'm basically going to be sitting here at my computer, you know, in my brokerage accounts trading, looking at stock quotes, going through news articles, doing stuff like that till a lot of people start coming in. But that's pretty much it. Come on in. Like I said, we'll talk about stocks. We'll talk about the economy. We'll talk about anything you want to talk about. And I'll help each and everyone out with their problems, probably, you know, one at a time. So come on in and hang out with me. Oh. Can y'all hear me pretty good? Let me know if you can hear me. I'm using the microphone in my computer. I'm not using my lav mic. You can hear me good, Josh? Joshua, my man, my main man? Fantastic. Fantastic. Does it sound all crumply and blah, blah, blah? I'm not using my lav mic because I just didn't feel like it. I'm trying to shrink my setup down as low as I possibly can. So sometimes it's just, if I can just use all the default settings on, you know, YouTube, the YouTube Live, it just makes my life a lot easier and I can focus on what I'm doing a little bit more. I just got back from the gym. I'm all hot and sweaty, trying to cool off a little bit and catch up on what's going on in the stock market. Hey, Josh, let me ask you something. I'm going to click on like Yahoo Finance, and I'm going to click on my brokerage account. So only thing I want to know is when I'm clicking on this stuff, is it still filming me or does something different come up? So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to like browse around the internet and I want to see if the everything pretty much stays the same. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, good. I clicked on a few tabs, and so it's not that went pretty smooth. I need to get like a good browser buddy for this. I need to get something where I can shrink. Looks like a white boy clicking on his computer. Oh, yeah. Well, I know TubeBuddy offers, there's a few different pieces of software you can use. One is really Mac friendly, and I'm going to check it out later. I haven't had time to yet, but I can shrink the camera down real small and then navigate around on my, like real similar to my videos. I can navigate around on my brokerage accounts and different stock markety things. And there's one that has like split monitors. It has like you can have like one screen like live streaming quotes, and then like a picture of me, and then whatever else you want to do. Naked women, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, like yeah, actually, you know what? Speaking of the devil, I can probably check out that Spider-Man trailer right now. Do you got a link for it? Like, if you got a, I don't know if the live chat will let you post links. I didn't do anything to my settings or my filters. I just don't know. I know some of the people last night were having trouble pasting links and stuff like that. You know what? I'm not useless. I can get on YouTube and find it myself, really. Switch away without screwing up YouTube. Oh, okay. Okay. Trailer don't do it justice. Yeah. Yeah, this is all experimental for now, you know. That's a good idea. I could get my phone, or I could go get my iPad and set it up over here somewhere so I can have constant entertainment. Never a dull moment. Brain overload 24/7. That's the good life. PS4 gameplay part 1. Look how cool it is. Oh man. Yeah, that's an idea. That's a hell of an idea. I think I need a little bigger Powerade. It's not quite big enough. This might be kind of a downtime during the day to be live streaming. Maybe a lot of people are at work and busy. So I do need to find a little better way to network it and get, you know, I just put something on Facebook right now about it, but it might be better to do this at night. But well, and another thing, I don't mind if it's dead. Honestly, I don't mind, because if people come in and they need some help, then I can do that for them. If not, I can do all my stock market stuff and check my brokers out and do all that kind of thing in the meantime, you know. Okay, I will. I'll tweet it. That's a good idea. Let me hop on Twitter here and spread the love or whatever. Okay, now I'm having a hard. Oh, let's see. I got a. Now I've got. Okay, I can share it. Let's see. Who to follow? YouTube at youtube.com. Pivoting to follow. Your tweet has been posted. I already follow YouTube. Why does it want me to do it some more? You know what? If I post to those YouTube creator pages, though, I probably will get a lot more. I probably will get a whole lot more support. So that's what I. Okay, thanks, Josh. Hey, hey, kiddo, looking good. Thanks, Grandma. That's my mom. What can I help you with in the stock market there, Mom? What do you need? What kind of positions are you looking to take? Something to get rich quick. Very good. Well, I guess being the gamer I am, I'm going to watch the Spider-Man trailer until some people start coming in, and I'm just going to leave this open. So I should probably do that on my phone. What do you mean? What do you mean electronics project? You work in a lab. It's like little wiring puzzles you can do. You work in a lab. Oh, yeah, Peter Parker. Of course. I tell you, what was that one game me and you used to play when we were teenagers? I think it was Spider-Man, maybe on PS2. That's like the one that stands out to me, you know. Of course, now I haven't played a lot of those kinds of games in the past couple of years. Hold on just a sec. I'm having some interference. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Elon is a Spider-Man villain. Oh man, that podcast was crazy last night. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch a little bit of Spider-Man. Then there's some of those things I want to catch up. I got busy doing other stuff last night, but I want to look at some of that. I know him and Joe got in a real long discussion about artificial intelligence, and they got like Elon. I missed the part where him and Elon were smoking blunts together and stuff, but I seen it shortly after. I need to start trying to go to bed at nights.
What's up, everyone? So I'm not going to waste any time because
That's the beauty of YouTube. We never miss anything, really. You just find out about it later. The stock did tank today, but the market is down. Like I was in a chat room earlier, and I said something about Tesla stock getting beat down so much, and a lot of people are just, well, the entire market's red, and you know, sector rotation. I was like, that's debatable. But I think there was some positive reception coming from it. I know, like a lot of people, there was some positive. Like I seen a lot of the reactions were in between, but him smoking weed on live TV was not a good look. Not a good look, especially when you're under the kind of scrutiny he is, and you're in the spotlight like he is right now. Was not really a good look. I just don't think he cares. I just, you know, if he fumbles this away or this, I don't think he even cares anymore. He'll just start on another project. He'll go over here and start making space-time continuums or something, you know. Yeah, that's tanking the stock so he can go private. That is a very, like, a lot of people think. And see, that's the thing. That's the illegal part, is that he is not supposed to be tanking the stock. You know, that's the highly illegal part. That does look good, even on my iPhone.
So again, this is going to be a spoiler-free review, as the mass public won't be able to play this game until this Friday. And also because I'm under the market, but that's neither here nor there.
Are you buying any Tesla shares? All right, Mitch, welcome to the room. How are you doing today? The market looks like it's the beginning of a crash and recession. All right, Zoe, welcome to the room. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Where are you from, Mitch? And Zoe, I know me and you talked a little bit last night, but Mitch, where are you from? I haven't got a chance to get to know you. Yeah, AMD is down a little today. You California? Okay. What part of California are you from? Southern. Cool. Real cool. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so am I buying any Tesla shares? No, I am not. I'm not going to touch Tesla. And really, I'm just basing a lot of that off of the price targets Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan gave them. You know, it's kind of two different things going on right now. Is number one, Tesla is so speculative right now. There's so much speculation. And then like last night, Elon's interview with Joe Rogan, like I said, I was just talking about this a minute ago. I think there was a lot of positive things that came from that, as far as some people would watch that interview and like he talked Joe into buying a Tesla. Okay. So, you know, he definitely represents the company well. I think he was trying to put some belief back into the investors. And then, but on the other hand, you know, him Smoking Weed with Joe on live TV. There's a lot of people that are going to frown even further upon Tesla. So no, I'm not picking up shares of Tesla here. I'm going to wait. I think it's going to get hit pretty hard for a while. I don't think, here's my thing. It's got too many shorts right now. There's too many people holding the stock short. And I have a couple of tools I use here on my computer, and it's the short interest is growing every day right now in Tesla. Even as the price declines so dramatically, just people are jumping on that short, the short side puts are going up really high. We're seeing calls pull back a lot. So I would probably be interested in Tesla. I'm just going to stay away from it for now. I'm just honestly going to stay away from it for right now. It's too speculative. It's hard to wrap my hands around and get a real good opinion about. Good question though, Mitch. That's very relevant. Like, what do you do for work? Chinese stocks. I love Chinese stocks. I think they're all very investable levels right now. Of course, my favorite's Alibaba, but I like Tencent. Very, very investable levels. I'm in clinicals for MAR technician. Oh, cool. Awesome. China, yeah, so I think they just passed a whole other I'll have to pull up this news article. I was looking at it when I was at the gym, but there's a whole other slew of trade tariffs that just got passed. And obviously the Chinese market's going to get pushed down further as a result of that. But the Chinese, Alibaba, Tencent, Yen, that's ticker symbol YINN. A lot of the really good mutual funds and ETF, Chinese mutual funds, ETFs, all that stuff is at really, really attractive price points. So even if we have to wait it out, I wouldn't go all in. I wouldn't jump in really, like I wouldn't put 100% of your position in Chinese stocks, but we're at very, very investable levels. If we just gonna have to keep, that's the first thing I do every morning when I wake up now. As soon as I wake up, my eyes are open. I get on my cell phone, I get on Yahoo Finance, and I look at Chinese market futures. I don't even look at America. I click on Chinese futures, and I start seeing what kind of day we're going to have. And very investable, though. Yeah, IQ, Micron. Okay, I took a position in Micron yesterday at 45. And then JD, yeah, I'm a little iffy about JD. I would like exposure to JD. I don't know if I want to own the stock, though. They're in kind of a funky place right now. Yeah, Zoe. So Zoe, where are you from, man? I haven't. Where you live at, buddy? Ooh, Miami. Awesome. What's the weather like down? I bet it's beautiful right now. Yeah. Yeah, Mitch. Yeah, you did take some risk there. IQ, JD. I'm iffy. I don't own either one. I have an ETF with exposure to JD. I don't own any IQ. I think IQ is going to be big, though. That's like the Chinese Netflix. So I think it's going to grow into itself. Might take a while. Not really sure. Hasn't been on the market long enough for me to gauge, really. But it's very bullish scenario, and it's probably at its most investable level right now. So I'm just a little worried about what kind of numbers they're going to put out. It's raining in Miami. You live close to the beach, man? Do you spend a lot of time on the beach? Hey, Medina, how you doing? You're here. Are you working today? Optimistic about the cannabis industry. What's your take on that? I've invested in 5 of them so far. Yes, I live 5 minutes from the beach. Okay, Zoe, I don't know, have you watched, let me ask you this. Have you watched either one of my cron videos? Let me ask you that. If you haven't, I'll post some links here, and that'll explain perfectly how I play the marijuana industry. Just started following you yesterday. Okay, give me just a second, Zoe. I'm gonna link up 2 of my videos for cron, and then I'll go check that out. All right, Zoe, there they are. Make sure you watch the first one before the second one, or it's not going to make any sense to you. But basically, I just break down cron stock. I give it a price target. I analyze the stock, and then I kind of steer you in the direction of how I personally invest into into the marijuana industry. It's safer. I'm going to lean safe because so many of these companies are so speculative. Okay, so we don't really know what kind of numbers they're working with, and that's the part that bothers me. So I would like to in this particular industry, I'm going to lean safe. Okay, I want to be more on the conservative side. All right, let's go. Mitch, you bought Aurora. Cool. Good luck, man. Just be careful. Be careful. Don't get burnt. Okay. Medina, I got a question. When looking for a new investment, let's say TRXC, what kind of things should we look out for? Pay attention to if the company is not the ideal company to invest in. So let me ask you, Medina, do you want me to just take a look at TRXC and then get back with you? Because I'm not really, when you say like what kind of things should we look out for, I mean, there's a whole plethora of things you're going to want to look for. Fundamentals, chart analysis, storyline, news, ratings, so many things you want to look at. What kind of direction are things going? And you don't want to, you want to have a collective of all these things. It's kind of like in my stock analysis videos. You can't just look at one metric and say, okay, I want to buy that stock. You have to look at a wide range of things and try to get as many good things as you can out of each position. So I don't track TRXC very often. I have looked at it before, but I tell you what I'll do. I'll jot it down and I'll research it and then get back with you on that. TRXC. All right. Thanks. I'll check it out. You got it, Zoe. You got it, brother. All right. Ashley. Hey, Ashley, welcome to the group. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing today? Is it a good time to invest in NDAQ? It's always a good time to invest in NDAQ. Like that, you know, amazing. It's a great, you know, it performs wonderfully. Here, I'm going to pull it up on my phone here so I can represent it properly. What are you doing today, Ashley? Or Ash, I'm sorry. Do you like being called Ashley? Okay. I'll call you. That's my fault. I'll call you Ash. I'm gonna hop over to my stay put, Ash. I'm going to I'll be right back. Man, NDAQ pays a nice dividend too. 1.89% with that kind of growth. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to stand by what I said. There's never a bad time. You know, this is going to track the Nasdaq. And so in my opinion, there's never a bad time to buy NDAQ. It looks, the 5-year chart looks wonderful. Fundamentally, it looks great. Great PE ratio, low beta, good market cap, nice and healthy. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, you could have got in the 20s, 17 to 20 a couple of years ago. Wow, that would have been nice. You know, we are definitely in a big, huge bull run. Nobody really has any idea when it's going to stop. You know, I don't, but I will say this. There's a lot of so-called experts out there that have been predicting a crash for 5-6 years. You know, I can remember in 2012 and 2013, all these experts coming out and sell all your stocks, the market's going to crash. And, you know, it hasn't happened yet. I don't see it happening to the American market anytime soon. And even if it did, Ash, just keep in mind, if you bought into this, if you bought into NDAQ and the market got hit 25, 30%, 40% hit, you're still at a very, you know, you would just buy more. You know, that would be my suggestion. You would just want to keep buying more. How much part or percent of my portfolio you will recommend to have? Okay, I don't, for what? What is the question? Are you devoting this to NDAQ or tech, or what are you looking for? What are you looking at here? Okay, so Ash, I need to know a little more information. What? Tell me your position so I can kind of adjust a little. I mean, if you're too tech heavy, you know, the Nasdaq is all the big tech companies mostly. So if you're too tech heavy, I might steer you away from NDAQ, but I got to kind of know what you got in your portfolio before I could really make a call on that. I know you put it up in the positive investing chat room the other night, and you did have a nice looking portfolio, but on the other hand, I can't really remember all the positions you had. I look at so much crap, I can't keep it all straight sometimes. Okay. Oh, okay. You have Facebook, AMD, Glue, Square, and PayPal. You're very tech heavy. Very, very tech heavy. Well, so you're very tech heavy and you want to get even more tech. And I can't blame you. I can't really blame you. Tech is the best. It just grows and grows and grows. and it outperforms everything else. So where you're at right now, if Facebook, AMD, Glue, Square, PayPal, I would probably allocate 10 or 15% towards NDAQ, but you should probably try to diversify it just a little better. Like maybe try to pick up some like military defense ETFs. Excuse me. Try to get in some consumer staples. Try to touch retail a little bit. You know, you might want to broaden out and diversify, because that's what's been happening over the past couple of days, is that tech has been selling out and it's rotating into the other sectors. Okay. That's why you've seen the big hits on Google and Amazon and Facebook over the past couple of days, because people are selling out at all-time highs and they're shifting their money into safer positions. But I agree, tech never stops. I love tech. I'm ridiculously tech heavy in all my portfolios, so I can't blame you one bit. You know, if you want to do tech, like I said, go for it. You know, you might want to try to invest in the marijuana industry too. You know, that's hot right now. You might want to take a look at China. Doesn't look like you have any exposure to China. Try to get a good oil company, you know, and go long. Don't, you know, we're not going to be making a trade here. You want to get with a good oil company and stay the course, you know. So you're going to invest in it through, you know, all throughout the years. And it's really, I know it's crazy, but it really does pay off to kind of marry a good oil company like Royal Dutch or Exxon, which I'm not even that crazy about Exxon anymore, because that stock just has no movement. It's flat constantly. But you do have a good portfolio. You do have a good portfolio. You do have good stock picks, Ash. So, I mean, Square and PayPal, I know they're running off the charts. You know, Facebook is in a little bit of a lull right now. AMD, oh, I love AMD so much. Have you watched my AMD video, Ash? Green stock, like solar energy. What's your, I don't understand your question. Green stock. I don't have enough information to answer that. Medina, are you still in here? Because I'll check TRXC out tonight, and I will I'm gonna have to get off probably about 2 o'clock, but I will do a detailed research on that, and maybe that'll be a good way to start off our next live chat. So I'll try to pull you in at the very start of the next live chat, and me and you can have 10-15 minutes where I can just shake down everything about TRXC. Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Like buy something that needs to do with nature. You really want to move towards sectors, okay? Like you want to like rotate towards a sector and diversify just a little bit out of tech, okay? And you want to think about things that aren't going anywhere, like consumer staples, and like military defense. It's been staying pushed down all year. You know, I had a very bullish thesis on the military defense sector, and it didn't really pan off. They're like Boeing and Lockheed Martin have held their levels, but they haven't taken off running. And so I think a lot of people at one point, like here maybe a year ago, year and a half ago, we were kind of anticipating a war with North Korea. That never happened. And so I think that the like Boeing, Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, several of the military defense companies, they took off on pure speculation, and then nothing ever happened. So they kind of just flat. But I think that's good. I think that's good. These stocks have been running flat for a while, and I think that puts them at a real investable level. Natural environment. That need to do with natural environment. Okay, here, Ash, I'm going to write this down. I'm going to write that down, Ash, and then I'll also do a little more research on environmentals. What else do y'all got? What else is on your mind? Talk to me. Josh, you still in here? Energy would be the next good investment. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, really, you could, I do know some good ETFs that mirror like battery and lithium usage. But here's the thing about it. That ETF started to tank when Tesla started to tank because they're very Tesla heavy. So that is one reason why I sold out. I got about 18%. I think I sold out like maybe December last year. I got 18%. And then when all this stuff started floating around about Tesla, like the negativity started coming in about Tesla, I got out. And I didn't own much. I maybe had like 100 shares maybe. But I got out, and it's kind of run backwards for a while now. So, but absolutely, solar energy, that will be a very good investment. Big masterminds. ICUP, buddy. When you're still people with no energy, lots of friends are mad at the government. So do move to solar panels. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's a very investable thing. It's a very practical thing. I agree. You pervert. BG Mastavilo. What are you doing, BG? What's going on? Well, Ash, that's really a great and objective way to look at investing is that, you know, you kind of see a vision and you start putting your money in position to benefit from that. Okay. So that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, you have to hit, you know, you have to buy those stocks and you have to decide when to sell them. So it's going to come down to what do you think is the most bullish scenarios out there, and then try to, like I said, try to get involved with the best stocks and ETFs you can. But absolutely, even like your question this morning in the positive investing web chat page, I can't remember what it was. You asked a question about like why are we taking gains on Monday and Tuesday and losing them by Wednesday and Thursday, and that's not really if you want to track that over the course of time, it's not really relevant. You know, there's no day-to-day pattern that you could ever nail down, but it is really important to think objectively like that, think outside of the box, you know, and you know, always keep your mind open to new ideas. And like I said, invest in the things you love, invest in the things you use. What do I use? I have an Apple computer. I have an Apple iPad. I have Apple phone. My son has an Apple phone. My son has an iPad. It just makes sense for me to invest in Apple, you know. And I'll check that out too, Ash. I'll check out some solar energy companies. Like I said, I want to go back and find that ETF for you because it's probably at a really good place to buy right now. Hey, Edward Justin. Hey, how you doing, man? How's it going? What are you up to today? Yeah, PayPal. Yeah, you do Square and PayPal for the same reason. Yeah, absolutely. Square is huge. Square is everywhere I go now. You know, I did a video about Square too, Ash. Have you watched that one? I did it maybe about 8 or 9 months ago. But I did a Square video. Have you checked it out yet? Is 50% return realistic when value investing? Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, probably not going to happen very fast. Just depends on how long you want to hold the stocks. Yeah, Medina. Yes, I am going to do an updated Square video. Absolutely. I might just do like an updated Square on like analysis. I might just do it through live chat, you know. Okay, Ash, I'll get you a link for my Square video. Hold up just a second. All right, there you go, Ash. I got the link there. It's a little old. That was back when I was a newbie on YouTube. So if it's a little cheesy, don't get mad. Okay. I don't understand your question there, BG. Is what a good investment? Tomato? Is there some kind of inside joke I'm not getting here? Is that like the opposite of apple? Are you asking me if Samsung is a good investment? I'm buying 20K worth of stock next week and will sell within 3 to 4 weeks. Can you recommend a few companies to help me choose? Well, Tad, the market's pulling back right now. So we are at a lot of investable levels. I don't know. What kind of return are you looking for? You know, what kind of return are you looking for within those 3 to 4 weeks? You got to Ash anytime. Yeah, absolutely. Samsung is a great investment. The only problem is you can't get it on an American broker. Okay, so yeah, I know there's ETFs that have exposure to Samsung, but if you live here in the United States, is that where you live, BG? Do you live here in the US? You live in Bulgaria? I don't think you're going to be able to get it in Bulgaria either. Okay. So Samsung is a hard stock to get your hand on. It's held privately. So Tad, okay, you don't really care as long as it's safe enough. All right, well, tell me some of your interests and I can point you in a direction. Tell me some stuff you're interested in. Tell me some products you believe in. And tell me some things you use on a daily basis, and I can try to point you in the right direction, bud. Tesla, AMD, I was thinking. Okay, see you later, Medina. Tesla or AMD? I would go AMD. I would go AMD, definitely. Tesla's in a tricky place right now. Elon Musk just had a podcast with Joe Rogan last night, and he was getting high. I don't know how investors feel about that. I don't know how that's being received, but the stock is down big today. Saying bye to BG. Yeah, Tesla, like I said, I would want you to stay away from it for now. I don't want to be long or shorts. It's got a lot of issues. There's a lot of issues. The big thing, really, the one thing I want to tell you about Tesla, this right here, okay, is that Elon Musk put this tweet out about a month ago that he was wanting to take Tesla private, okay? And so the danger that he erupted from doing that was he, first off, shook the confidence of all investors, but more importantly, he got the SEC watching him now, and he's got a big court case, and he's got many, many lawsuits coming at him because it was considered stock manipulation, because they had to freeze Tesla stock that day. When it opened back up, it opened up really, really high. And if, considering he did not have proof of funding, or maybe he does, we don't know. We don't really have the legislation on that yet. But until we know that information for sure where we're at, it's going to be really, really hard to know. It would be really hard for me to invest in Tesla right here, because if he ends up getting in trouble for that, oof, the stock could get really, really beat up. Yep, they did have 2 resignations this morning. Yep, I seen that, Medina. Yeah, Ted, that's a great idea. I tell you what, just track Tesla for now. Don't buy it, just track it. Watch it every day. Get up early, watch the trends on Tesla, and then before the market closes, make sure you log back in and check it some more. And Tesla's definitely one you want to watch, but I'm not going long here. I'm not going to go long. I think it's got a ways to fall still. You got Tesla in stash? Hey, what price did you, what approximate price did you get in, Ash? Oh, well, are you green on your position? Are you red? Oh, $5. Well, ain't even worth worrying about then. It's down 23%. Well, so you're down like $1. I guess that don't really matter, does it? $3.86. Well, I'm here for emotional support if you need it. That's pretty big loss. I wouldn't want to have to go to sleep at night thinking about that. Oh, hey, Logan, how you doing, man? What are you up to today? Cool. So you just got done with class. Where do you go to school at? KC. UMKC. I'm not sure I even know where that's at. Let me look here. So it's in University of Missouri, Kansas City. Is that right? Okay, Ash, thanks for coming. I'll probably live stream again later tonight if you guys are available. So if you want to come back and we'll talk some more. Thanks for coming in, Ash. So what are you studying at UMKC, Logan? Chemistry. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So you're down big on your AMD call. Okay. Down big on your AMD call. So where did you take calls at? $28 call at $1.05 share. Okay, when do they expire? Are they shorts? Or are they long term? $21. So the 21st of September? Oof. Well, you know, the market is the market's got some serious pressure on it right now. You know, tech is getting hit pretty hard. Let me take a look. I think AMD was coming back up though, last time I checked. So you're at 2763 right now. You know, it's just the overall market's pulling back right now, and that's why these kinds of stocks are getting hit. AMD has been on a run like I've never seen. It's went up $10 so fast, $10 a share so fast. You know, it's hard to you know, I went long Monday, my first opening position at AMD. I got in around $25. So I took my first long position, and I'm just going to add to it if it pulls back. That's what I was telling Medina quite a bit is, you know, she was debating on where to buy. And I'm like, if you want AMD in your portfolio, just buy it. And then, like I said, keep some money off to the side, try to buy some more as time goes on. But that's not one I want to put calls or puts on because it's too unpredictable right now. I just want to go long with AMD. But hey, you can't fault yourself for trying. You know, not every single trade's going to work out. I lose money on trades all the time. So don't, I'm not like immune to losses and you never will be. If you're going to trade during the day or you're going to swing trade or even in long positions, sometimes you got to take a loss. It's going to happen, but just make sure every time you do take a loss, you're learning a valuable lesson. That's really all it comes down to. Want to keep it. Yeah. That's the whole idea, Medina. So let's say this sell-off goes on for a few weeks or a couple days. Just keep adding to that position. Keep adding to that position. When you get paid, I don't know how your frequency of pay, but just pick up a couple shares every time AMD pulls back. Before long, you're going to be green. You're going to be heading north. I think AMD is not going to have any problem getting to the 30s. I think it goes way on past 30. I lost a lot on the Tilray put. That stock is ridiculous. Yeah. The pot stocks are running on speculation right now. They're running on speculation right now. They're not running on fundamentals and they're not running on earnings. They're running on pure speculation. But again, going short or buying puts on those pot stocks, it's a hard game to play right now. I just don't want to see you lose any money, MJ ETF for pot stock. I haven't done me wrong yet. Yeah, that's it, Medina. That's it. It's safe. It's safe. You're not going to deal with the volatility, and you're really not going to deal with those big, huge losses either. That's why I'm so attracted to it. You're going to get a dividend. You have exposure to pretty much all the big pot stock companies. And like I said, you're not going to take those 20, 30% one-day hits. You might lose 5%. Then again, this is a good time to buy a little more. We were talking about this last night in the live chat, but when is the legalization in Canada? That's going to happen like the 17th of October. Isn't that right? So I think you could definitely see a lot of explosion when that happens in these companies. MJ, like I said, MJ is going to benefit from the vast portfolio of all the different marijuana companies. So, I'm going long MJ. I believe in pot long term, but I made $150 on a cron put on a 30% pullback. Hey, good move, man. Good move. That's a good trade right there. That's a good trade. I know. I was looking at a website late last night, and it wasn't a bank or an investing firm, but I've seen price targets on Cron like $80 and $90, and I'm like, y'all have lost your mind, But in the same sense, it very well could. It very well could run that high, just based on speculation too, Yeah, MJ and Canopy, absolutely. Yeah, I like MJ. Canopy's a little bit more risky, but even in MJ, you're going to get exposure to Canopy. So those are the. If I had to choose one pot stock, I would probably choose GW Pharmaceuticals or Canopy. Institutional investment in the pot stocks is very low. Yeah. I agree with that. I agree. You'd think there would be more institutional support, and you think that the bigger banks would want to invest in them. But a lot of the guys at the top of these food chains, they're very, very old, and they're not open-minded to a lot of this kind of stuff. They think marijuana, they think that's a drug and it's bad, keep it away. And they don't They don't want to invest in it because, you know, they've been raised their whole life thinking marijuana is a dangerous drug and it's bad. And so a lot of these guys on the top of the food chain just aren't going to get on board with that kind of stuff. You know, like Warren Buffett, he's not going to invest in any pot stocks anytime soon because, you know, he just doesn't have the open-mindedness, you know, to really see how this is going to be a very, very booming market, you know. I think they're going to keep running. I think they're just going to keep on running. The marijuana stocks are just going to keep going into October. You could anticipate and beyond, you know. Yeah, absolutely. Warren Buffett, he loves consumer companies. He loves like insurance companies, banks. You know, he invested in Apple. Thing is, he didn't really invest in Apple till they became a consumer products company. When they were like more raw tech, he was all, you know, Warren Buffett doesn't like Amazon. He doesn't like Google. He doesn't like any of that kind of stuff, you know. He invests in business models that he clearly understands. That's a good thing to do, though, you know. That's right. That's right. How old are you, Logan? 21. Okay, good. Man, that's awesome that you're investing at such a young age. I started when I was about 19, but I started back when everything wasn't online too, you know. But you have a definite advantage starting to invest that young because everything's on your mobile, and you know, you can do your brokering in class. I'm sure you could probably sit in class and trade stocks while the, you know, instructor or the professor is teaching class, so that, you know, you have every tool and every advantage to doing that. Right before the pullback in January. Yeah. Yeah, just keep going. You know, don't lose interest in it. Don't lose, you know, my words of expertise is don't walk away from the market. A lot of people get interested in it for a little while and then they fall off in a few months or a year or two. You know, just keep on investing, keep learning the markets, and just keep going long, you know. You sold your cron put in class. See, it doesn't get any better than that. You're making money while you're at school, you know. I mean, I wish I had that back when I was in school, you know. I wish I could have sat in class and traded while I was in. That would have been awesome. My son will probably be doing that before long. Oh, hey, Ash. Good to see you back. You trade. So what do you do, Ash? What kind of work do you do? Manufacturer inspector. Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I do, you know, I trade while I'm out. I trade while I'm driving down the road. Sometimes I probably shouldn't do that. Sometimes I'm talking to Siri and pull up my Robinhood app and pull up my M1 Finance, you know. So you work for a plastic company. Okay, so that's something to think about. Is there a way you can invest in the company you work for? You know, do they have like company stock? Do they have any stock options? You know, that's always something to think about. All right, Logan, take care, buddy. Have a good day. So they don't have any company stock? They don't offer anything like that? Do they do 401ks? and retirement accounts, because you might too really benefit from like trying to max out that 401k too, you know. Something you might want to look at. Of course, it's not as fun or as exciting as the personal investing, but you know, anytime you work somewhere and you have the advantage of a company 401k, especially with a match, it's always a good idea to like be really thorough, take your time, and try to get spread out as many mutual funds and ETFs as you can. So that's always like a really good wealth building tool, and it's very passive. You don't even have to look at it much. You can just look at it once a month or once every 2 months if you want, you know. Guys, I am going to go eat some lunch before my son gets home from school. And I will probably be back on later tonight, maybe around 9 p.m. Central Time, if you guys want to jump back on. Anyways, thanks everybody for coming out. And I'll get back with y'all later tonight.